Um, what's up, man? I got some new glasses. I hope these I hope these work well in the long run. I'm tired of doing this, to see. I'm tired of doing that, man. I was like, I gotta find time, cut some time out my day. Anyway, guys, welcome back. I had a really busy morning, so I wasn't able to do an earlier version of the show, but I am here. Okay, I am here. All right, let me get here. I got my bag over there. Finish my setup. I'm trying to sneak time to talk and you guys. So this is what I'm doing. I got a filter queen that I'm actually putting up on eBay. I think it's up right now. All right, and I kind of want to go through the machine itself, and I don't know any tips. Filter queens are simple. When I used to do demos to try to sell people another cleaner, and they had a filter queen, I probably didn't appreciate the simplicity of a machine like this. It's simple, very little irritation or confusion. Right? You have a basic motor. Now they do have something just a little bit to control the two speeds because it's a 2-speed motor, but that's it. Nothing major. And then you have so this is the basic motor right here. And, right? Real simple setup. You have your floor brush. These are still in very good condition, which is good. I'm gonna end up taking this off because I wanna polish this down. I used to try to clean this, right? And I realized that the only true way to do it is to kind of take the whole thing off and do it right. Because you're gonna leave like under this section here, you're gonna leave dirt marks underneath the little things, and I just kind of want to do it right, So I'm gonna go through some of that, and then you got your dolly, your basic dolly to kind of roll it around, right? What's good is that you don't need to use the water and all that stuff. Now the dolly is supposed to kind of cup it under here so it can hold it underneath the dolly and keep it from falling. So when you lift it up, the dolly doesn't fall down, okay? All right, and then you have your basic rug nozzle. Now, these are not chrome, but I appreciate it. I appreciate the chrome look. Okay, it looks like chrome, don't it? It's really nice. So I'm gonna shine it up all the same, as if it's chrome or something. But it still gives it that classic look. Okay, so because it is a classic machine, honestly. It's an old school machine. All right, and they were selling for if you type in filter queen in Google right now, you'll see some for $1,000. You'll see some for $1,400. You wouldn't believe what I'm selling them. Well, if you go on the link in the description, you'll see I'm giving this thing away. Okay, so because this is not where my, that's not where my to benefit from this deal if they want this filter queen. All right, because you'll see what I'm talking about. But anyway, let's go through this, man. Let's kind of clean this up a little bit because I am going to be shipping it out. So I kind of want to go through it. Okay, and share some insight as I go. Okay. All right. Why is this off? What happened? Okay, my computer's off. All right. So let's take it apart. Real simple stuff. So I'm gonna start at the bottom, and I'm gonna go up like this. I'm gonna start at the bottom, and I'm gonna rise. I'm gonna rise like that. All right. So in this case, starting at the bottom is starting at the little wheels at the bottom here. So let me do this. I don't want to go too far yet. Okay, let me remove this and keep this in touch. Okay, now because I'm gonna revisit this guy. All right, so start the wheel. So I'm gonna get a little flitz. All right, I don't see dirt, but you know what? Just to be on the safe side, man. Let me wipe it down first. Okay. All right. Let me try to open this. Okay. Let's see where we are. You know what? Let me refresh this here real fast. Okay. Give me a second, folks. Whoever's here, hanging out, you know, if you like the visual so far, just hit like. You know what I mean? It could, like, you know, so far it's like, oh man, you know, I just like that painting in the back. Hit like. You know, it's like I don't even like this guy, but I like the painting. I like the, you know, I like the wallpaper. You know, hit like. You know, that's how you do it. All right. Because you know, it's funny. You don't like everything about everybody, and you don't like everything about everything, right? You like some things, right? So you can still hit like. You can share it. You can still do that. You know, you like some things. Imagine if we actually really did like everything about what kind of boring world would that be? Everybody likes everything about everybody. It's fake. It's fake. And then especially when a guy's like, you like what you like? I like everything. You like everything? What kind of food you like? I like all foods. Like you don't like all foods. Like I took my wife to a was it Thailand? Vietnamese? One of those. She'll eat Japanese, you know, Chinese. I think she'll eat Japanese first, then Chinese. But I tried some of this other stuff, man. It did not go well. It was a bomb. It was like, it did not go well. It was horrible. It was a horrible date. And I can't tell you why. Well, it was an acquired taste for some of it. It wasn't quite what she was used to. You know, like, think about it. She was used to, like, the Chinese food from Guyana and the Chinese food from New York, right? And she already knew there was a difference between the two, but now I'm gonna give her a totally different flavor. And she's like, I don't bring me back here. All right, that's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Look at that. That's what I was looking for. Got delivery. Hey, ¿cómo está, bro? Bien? All right. Doing good? All right. Two more, right? Okay, thanks. Okay. Okay, so this wheel is looking good, guys. So all I did was put the flits on it, and then I just rub it off, and it does a trick. All right, awesome, man. Thanks a lot, bro. Appreciate it. All right, have a good one. Nice. 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 All right, next up. All right, let's move this to the side. Now, next up, I want, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to the nozzle next. I'm gonna leave the machine alone for a second. I said I was gonna go up, right? But to go up, oh yeah, you know what? Fine, let me keep my word. Because I thought the nozzle has a lot more to work with, but let me keep my word. Let me do that. I'm going to remove these parts because I'm going to kind of put a little shine on these too. Okay. These metal parts, old school metal parts. Okay. I'll see how the flits do. If not, I'm going to put the buffing wheel on this one because I can see the difference between the two of them. You know, so I kind of want to, this one's a little bit more glossy. This looks newer. Okay. Where's the other glove? Hands are getting dirty. Where's my other glove, man? Got my Venom steel gloves. So, okay. I hope everyone had a great morning. Have a plan to have a great day. Hey, what's up, Toka me? Am I saying that right? Hi. I love these names. Let me, give me a second. Hold on. I'm trying to get to the chat. Give me one moment while I prepare. Okay. Yeah. How you doing? Hi back. Hi back. How's that? All right. So let's go up. So now let's get this off, and we'll deal with the bin. Okay, because we're going up, right? And then I'll get to these attachments in a second. All right, so the bin is the dirt bin. What I like about this is that all it has, if you really think about it, it has this cone right here, okay? And all the dirt is actually going in this bin. It's a big bin to keep all the dirt in. And what this is really doing is protecting your motor, okay? Because if you see where the suction is and the hole is below the filter, is below this cone. So all the dirt fills up around the sides, okay? And when you're ready, you take it off, you dump it in the trash, bagless vacuum, right? But you still need that cone to protect your motor from sucking in dust, like every vacuum, okay? Every vacuum needs a filter that protects the motor of sorts. Or if it's on the side, the filter being on the side of the vacuum keeps the dirt away from the motor for the most part. So every mechanism in a vacuum, they set it up to kind of keep the dust from getting in your motor, because it's going to destroy your motor. Done, right? So now, so these so what this comes with is a charcoal kind of, that's what they call it anyway, I believe, a charcoal filter. Okay, this guy here, to protect the motor. And then it comes with the regular cones. Now I am gonna ship out, I got some cones here, I ripped it open, but it's old cones. It's about maybe 8 or so cones in there. Okay, and there you go. So move this to the side. So what I'm gonna do with this is it's basic stuff. Like, it's really already clean, but it kind of has a little some stuff around here I want to clean off, right? So I'm just gonna get some more paper towel. All right, I'm still waiting to use this thing from the dollar store. The guy that installed my AC told me to use this. He said this cleans very good, but I have to go through this. I'm not a waster, so I gotta finish this first. But I'm still waiting to use that. And don't worry, I didn't have this in my description. I'm not trying to sell it then. So, just gonna clean this off. You know, presentation is important, right? Okay, and then I'm going to get my flits again. And then I'm gonna put a little bit on this handle here, so you can kind of have a little thing. I'm gonna put a little bit over here, a little bit around here, and shine this baby up. Right? Then we can keep it moving. So if you guys have any questions on vacuums, please feel free. Feel free, man. Yeah. Okay. I can't help it. I got this. I got something I've been debating somebody on, right? A family member. And oh my God, they were talking about what the millionaires should be doing with their money, stuff like that, you know. And I'm like, the way I look at it, it might seem like silly, but this is how I look at it. Okay, I'm gonna tell you how I look at it while I clean this up. So imagine the economic situation you're in right now, right? And imagine someone who don't have your money that you have right now. It could be $10. And they only have $5. They may only have $1. They may only have 50 cents. That's probably the difference between someone who's working a regular job and maybe some top executives making millions of dollars or whatever. business owner that found a way to become a millionaire, right? $10 to a quarter, maybe, right? If you want to look at it like that. And that person with a quarter is trying to tell the town, the village, your parents, your family, whatever, how to spend that $10. And how much of that we need to take more of his $10 from him. So because of that attitude, they'll say stuff like, this person said millionaires should be sending money to blah, 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 blah. And then my family member commented, they won't do that because if they did, they wouldn't be able to oppress the population. I was like, what kind of statement is that, man? Like, what do you mean? So let's say this person is more on the socialist side of things. So let's say the people on your side that are millionaires, you're telling me that every single one of those guys are oppressing all those athletes, all the actors, all the podcasters, newscasters, movie stars, because most of them vote the same way, kind of thing. All of them are oppressing people. They got millions. All of them? What are you talking about? Like, who are you talking about? Right? You're talking about somebody that created a product that somebody else decided that it was valuable, so they bought it. And because they bought it in such volume, that person made a lot of money and they accumulated millions. Like every single time. Every single time, bro. I am not exaggerating. Yes, yes. Oh, should I hold on? Can I put you on speaker? Can I put you on speaker so they can hear exactly what you're saying to me right now? What are you saying to me right now?
Are you lying? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Bye. What am I doing right now? What do you think I'm doing right now? Huh?
You're shooting a video.
Bye.
I saw.
Oh my God. You guys think I'm joking. Oh my God. I don't know what it is, man. I swear there's gotta be something around here. Every single time, not like clockwork. All right. So, yeah. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? I said, don't let these people do this to you. Don't let them do this to you. Don't let them have you in this state where you're always looking at other people's money and you're saying that they got too much of it. What do you think that's going to do to you? It's going to keep you limited, man. That's envious. That's a negative attitude to have. You do not want to have that. That's very anti-productive. You know? Golly. Think about what it took to make this damn thing. Think about what it would take to make this thing. Number one, you come up with an idea. This little filter queen. I didn't even look up who made filter queen anyway. But it come up with, where is filter queen? Where was it? Was it originated in the United States? Was the filter queen originated? Does someone know? Was the filter queen originated in the United States? Let me see. I'm gonna try to find out. Do I have a desktop version? Okay, here we go. Where was filter queen manufactured? Okay. Or just originated? Because it could be manufactured in China, but it was originated in Ohio or something, you know. All right, let me see. The Filter Queen cleaner originally originated in the United States. It was first manufactured in Cleveland, Ohio. Wow. Okay. By the Health More Company in the early 1920s. The company specialized in filtration-based vacuum, and the Filter Queen became known as its cyclonic action filtration system. Wow. Okay. Okay. Started premium brand, often sold through direct sales representative rather than retail stores. Okay. That's what's up. So, okay, oh, wait. Who, who created? Boom, who's the person that created it? Filter was created by, no, what's the person's name? H.L. Smith. The man credited for inventing and developing the Filter Queen system is H.L. Smith, an engineer who designed its distinctive cyclonic filtration concept. So I'm assuming that this guy probably became successful. Okay? And according to the minds of some of these folks, this guy, who maybe started studying in school, started working his way up, got smarter, maybe he got a job at some company, he designed this thing, branched out on his own, I don't know his story. And so you're saying this guy is evil and you need to take his money because he's oppressing people. And that's how deep people get into this crap and don't realize that they're just being used in one way or another, but it's not healthy for you. You know, you can still, those people can still be on your side. You can still vote for them if you want or whatever. But man, that kind of thinking though, you got to be able to be like, guys, I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one. Look at this thing. This thing slides right out. Oh, that's sweet. Slides right out. Slide right in. Look at that bad boy. All right. I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure if I like this too much. Not sure. But I like that it's sturdy. And you know what's funny? What's good is that you're not going like this. You're really going like this. I'm thinking though, you can squeeze it a little bit because that's what it's for. If you think about this, these things here, see that? I'm thinking you can squeeze it. Like you could tighten this. Yeah. I'm thinking that's what these little areas are for. See right here? Here, and back here they have it too. Here. I think that's what it's for. I think it's to tighten it. Ooh, I'm curious. Give me a second. I'm curious. I want to see. I want to try it. What the hell is that? It sounds like a cricket or something. I don't know, man. This looks pretty hard. Ooh, that's not bad. Okay. It got Coño! Look! It's not moving. Okay. All right, just a little bit, right? Just a little bit. And I guess what you can do if you want, you can just put a little thing in here, like a little flathead, and kind of pry it up a little bit, and then slide it out if you need to replace it. But now it's intact. Awesome. Awesome. I might still put the buffing wheel on this. Just a little bit, okay? It don't look bad, but I wanted to gloss like this one. This one has a better, look at the gloss difference. Well, not really, you can't really see the difference there, but you know what I mean. All right, so these two guys are looking good. All right, I might just buff them a little bit more. All right, okay. Not much to do here, just remove the paint. There's some paint on the side of this thing. Okay, I just want to remove that. And all I do to remove that is use a little bit of alcohol. Alcohol. A little alcohol. And like, okay, so let's see, like down here. So I would just get this like this. You may have to, you're gonna need some elbow greases. Sometimes when people take off chunks of paint, like you take chunks of paint off and now it's on your thing, it takes a while to get it off. Unless you scratch it off, you know, you can scratch it off too. But I just kind of want to rub it off, all right? I don't want to mark it up. And then it's almost perfect, but it's off, just about. There's like a little bit in the crevices here. Let me see. Yeah, cool. Crevice tool, done. Dusting brush. Okay, dusting brush. Now I'm gonna use a toothbrush to have a little bit of lint in that, so I want that out. I don't want that in here. Okay, so I'm gonna get this out. Now you can use a vacuum to just vacuum brushes too. You can just get a vacuum and it'll suck everything out. So you could do that too. Okay, this guy looks pretty decent. All right, sweet. Next up. Okay, so like I said, in order for me to clean the top of this motor properly, I actually have to go through and get to the motor. Let me use my memory. Let me see if my memory serves me right. Give me a second. I wonder if I can just pull it off here first without messing with this guy from under here. Let me try that, because I don't want to mess with this guy down here. Let's see if my memory serves me right. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a sec. So now I think the handle have to come off. If my memory serves me right, the handle have to come off in order for me to get this grill off of this section here. Okay, let's get this guy up too. Let's get him off of here. Okay, he'll get wiped down. All right. Hey, what's up, Hoover? 1, 2, 3. What's up, Hoover? I'm messing with a filter queen here that I have on sale that I'm gonna put on eBay. Well, it's already on there. I put the description in the link, and I'm just going through my cleaning up process to show guys what I do to clean these machines up. Ooh, look like I'm gonna have to make an adjustment. I just saw something. I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I did this. I'm gonna fix this. It's nothing bad, but it's I'm gonna use up this much of the cord. Okay, look what I saw, and it's nothing bad, guys. But you know, transparency, right? See that little bit there? I don't want to sell it like that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do? Let me take this off here real quick. I take this off so I can slide this out without irritation. It looked like this put a little bit of rubber cement on there and then snap it in. But right now that's not important. So I'm gonna slide it out. I probably didn't even take the damn thing off. It probably would have fit in there. Because I remember doing it like this before. So, okay. Guys, you may have to pause for a second, okay? I may have to pause for a second. I try using the time that I know that hardly anyone comes. And that's the time some people come. Give me a second. It might be in and out. Un momento. Hola.
Hola.
How are you?
Hi.
Hey, what's going on?
Justo bolsa.
Bolsa? For Kleenex?
Para la de.
The backpack.
Ajá, la de
Backpack?
aire.
Okay.
Y...
Let me see, hold on. Like this here?
Oh, ajá, sí, sí.
The shape, the square?
Sí,
Or the circle? Circle?
No,
Oh,
esa
this is
está
square?
bien.
Oh,
Sí,
okay.
sí, esa está bien.
Excellent.
Y quiero. Ay, no, creo que.
Well, need máquina?
Ajá, tienes.
Oh, you know what? You know what? I can put my tractor. Let me get my tractor. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, I'm gonna get this here.
Es para eso.
Let me see.
Para.
It's a whole lot, right? Okay, look through. Let me see something.
¿Esto?
Let me
¿Es
see.
la bolsa?
Let me see.
¿Esta?
Oh, F and G. Mosa. Okay, over here. You want, okay, I have tres.
A ver.
Oh, nueve. No, not nine.
Ajá. A ver. Es. No, a ver, esta. Es que
Yeah,
quiero ver el
¿cuánto?
material. No
Okay.
tienes. A ver.
Let me see.
Papel.
Which kind of
No tienes. A ver.
Okay, hold on. Say, hold on. Say, are you gonna do it in
¿No
English?
tienes otro material que no sea papel?
Let's see, hold on. Do you have any other material? Oh, okay. For this one,
Ajá.
no. I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean. It's over here. Let me show you. But, but no, not in that one. Like that, okay?
¿Me lo puedes encargar aunque pase yo en la semana? Si me consigues bolsas de ese material.
See? Okay. Order for me. Yeah. I'll look into it. Okay. I'll look into microfiber and that.
Ok,
Right?
sí.
Okay.
Sí.
So you'll
Entonces,
you better it. Okay. You wait.
sí, por ahora me llevo esta y si quieres en las cargas y yo paso a recoger, pero quiero otro material que no sea papel.
Yes, for now I'll take this one. Okay. Yeah. Which one? ¿Cuánto?
Sería.
The tres or the nine?
No, sería 9.
The nine? Okay.
9.
All right. Good. Okay. Great. No problem.
Pero entonces,
Let's see. Okay, you know what? Need, ¿cómo se llama? The name?
¿yo?
Let's
Isabel.
see, Isabel. I want to make sure I have it in the system so I can call you. Oh my God. Hold on a second. I don't know why. Okay. There we go. What's your telephone?
Es. Mario.
Okay, punch it in. Okay. Okay, Isabel, you know what I'm gonna do? Let me just run this up. What's that? Something is going on with my with the internet. I don't know what it is. Give me a second. Vacs F&G. Okay, knife pack, and then this here, this set. ECC. Alright. Okay. That's let me write it down because it's not saving, so I'm gonna write down the number. Is it? And the telephone again? Oh, it worked. Okay, good. Let me add your name to it, okay? Because yeah, it was acting weird.
Okay.
And hold on, let me see transaction. I want to make sure I can call you when the time comes. What is it again? Oh, I see it here. 4. This is it right here, right?
Okay.
Okay. So we need FG and
Ajá.
that. Okay.
Sería para
Okay.
esta. Okay.
Yeah. No problem.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Take care,
Bye.
Alan. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Oh man, I try to find a time when it's everything tapers down, and then once in a while I'm gonna get this. So just bear with me on this. All right. So let's continue with this. All right. And those of you who are still interested, hey man, thanks for hanging. You know, thanks for hanging. Thanks for hanging out. Okay. So let me do this. Let me do the work first before I do the polishing stuff, because that is the most important thing. So I wanna take this out. Okay. Gonna get this off of here. Okay, so now we have a cut thing, and I don't want to patch it up. Okay, I don't want to patch it up. So really what I'm gonna end up doing is cutting it here. Okay, and then kind of stripping it down a little bit to about here or so. Insert it and connect it to the wiring on the inside. Okay, and then that's really it. Okay, so I'll start with this. I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it back here because I don't like the whole, and it probably doesn't matter because I'm gonna strip it anyway. Okay, so I'm cutting it. So when I said I'm gonna use up that much of the cord, that's what I meant. Because now I need to put that much of the cord back in to fulfill the connection down there. Okay, so it's just it's a smaller. It's like it's just 1 inch. Okay, it's not a big deal. Rather than having to go and to get a filter queen cord, and I'm just scoring this right now, guys, so I can rip open this this thing here, and there you go. All right. And this is all I need, just enough to connect it, and I'll be good to go. All right. Let me cut this off. Yeah, man. Okay, so I'll give you this. Let's say that little lady that just came in here. For those who hung around long enough who hung around. That little lady that came in here. Little lady, but you know what I mean. All right. Nice lady. Let's say she busts her ass, right? A little cleaning business. She hires some girls or guys to help her clean, and she branches off. She opens up three different teams, 3 different locations. She's in Charlotte, she's in Pageland, she's in Concord, whatever, and she just hustled like she's doing right now. She's hustling, right? What do you say to her? Right? Because she did all that hard ass work, you want to find a way for you to have control of her cash. But you had no control of how she made her money and what time she had to wake up in the morning and get going. That's the attitude. I'm not saying that people are not supposed to be responsible. I'm just saying that the attitude of always looking at people with more money and saying, well, they're bad or they're evil or they need to, they gotta pay more. You know, it's like, what's your problem, bro? Who's teaching this to you guys? Holy cow, that is an awful attitude, man. Awful. These girls came in here today to try to sell me, what is it? office internet, and it was a black girl and a Mexican girl. And no, you know what? I'm making an assumption. She looked Mexican by my prejudgment, right? But I don't know. She could be from anywhere, from Guatemala, who knows? But anyway, but the black girl, I kind of figured out. She was a black girl. It's like, yeah, I think you're black. But the black girl came in and she was kind of timid, right? She was like timid, but she, you know, she's trying. So I didn't really, you know, the other girl took over because she saw that the sale was going. What they saw was when they cast the listen, man, AT&T was just here, man. Look, you know, I was already ready to like out the door. I'm busy. I don't have no time. So, girl was like, really, you know, and the girl from the AT&T that came in, she was beautiful, bro. She was gorgeous, bro. She was beautiful. I mean, she could have sold me. And my wife know that because when I had a sales team, I had all women. I had all women. They know how to break the guards, but they could just drop the guards, man. It's like, you know, you're like, hey, what's up, girl? What you selling? So, as for like looks or whatever, that next team, you know, that wasn't the thing, because the black girl was a pretty girl, and the Hispanic girl, she was okay. And I'm here, and then the first thing she did was, oh my God, this. I never been in the store that was just dedicated to our vacuums and all that. You know, she was just, and then she just started talking, and I was like, yeah. She said, so what happened? They came by, you didn't buy from them. You're gonna buy from us, you know, that whole deal. She started selling me. She started closing, and I'm like, okay. I already knew I would give her business because I said if she has what I'm looking for, I buy from this girl, right? And I said, man, I can't use it for here, you know. She said, well, we have a home product, I said, all right, maybe I'll do it for the house because I'm already sick and tired of my internet at home. It's really giving me a tough time, I pretty much just made up my mind that I was gonna do business. And a lot of people do that in the very beginning of a sales presentation, or maybe near the middle. They made up their mind that they're gonna buy from this individual. Now, this is what happened. The other girl started talking, and she started talking, and she started talking, and she started talking. I was like, if I didn't make up my mind I was gonna buy, she could have talked herself out of a sale, right? And maybe the best lesson to learn was for her to experience that, honestly. But because then you won't know your timing unless it hurts you, you know. And you start to develop that timing because you realize you got to slow down, you know, or you're more apt to listen to your supervisor telling you that not to talk because you lost a few sales because you spoke too much. Here we go. This is what I did. See, so now I can get access to this. I'm blocked. I'm just taking it off for a second, guys. See now, that's what I wanted. I wanted this to be totally clean, and it wouldn't be totally clean if this was like that. So that's why I did that. All right. But I gave her the business, and I said, let me ask you something. Where did you? No, I didn't want to ask like that. So I said, did you sell up in New York or something like that? She said, no, I sold all over Connecticut. And she did, because she didn't want to give me any information. I realized that, and I was like, all right, I get it. And then the other girl. The other girl spoke too much, and she was like, yeah, so me and her, we went to Connecticut, and that's where she's from. She just gave it away. Oh, man. I said, oh, so you're from up there. Okay. All right. I know. Okay. Now I get it. Now I get it. I got it. It doesn't necessarily mean if you're from New York, you're a better salesperson or something like that. But I kind of recognize the vibe. And And I was thinking, I said, man, she's probably from up north somewhere, man. I recognize that vibe. All right, let me go put my flits on here. But that girl now, as hard as she hustles, imagine the other people in her team that didn't hustle as hard as she did, think that they should get the same commission she got off of, let's say they only did 2 sales and she did 5, and they need to get paid for 5 sales and they only produced 2 sales. And the company says, you know what, we want you to train our team. And let's say she just started. Person's like, well, the hell, I mean, I was here before her. And, you know, that's the kind of attitude I'm talking about. It's the same attitude that people have, you know. And some people were just ideologically captured, so they just assume all millionaires, all billionaires are evil. You know, they assume that everybody in their party is good. Both sides, right? Everybody in my party is good. It's like, no, that's how you get messed up. You can't have that kind of attitude. Or everybody from my country is, you know, we have the best country, and everybody from my country is good. I'm just shining this up, guys. I'm almost like, woo. I love it. Man, look, I get a kick. Now this is some kind of metal. Is that metal? I could have swore that was plastic at the bottom there, the nozzle. But this is metal. This is sweet, man. I love how it's shiny, man. Damn. I like this. Okay. I never appreciated filter queens in the past. I always thought, I said, man, you're not Kirby, man. You guys ain't, man, you're not a Kirby, man. You know, that was my attitude. You're not a Kirby? Ah. You're not a Kirby, man. Man, you're not a Kirby. And if it's not a Kirby, it sucks. You know, that was the attitude. I'm still a Kirby guy though, but I can appreciate now that I have a new appreciation for designs, and I can appreciate how simple of a design this is. And yeah, okay, I'm almost done, but I still want to check out that nozzle. Make sure that nozzle is good. Where the hell did I put my screws at? There it is. All right. So this is nice and glossy, shiny. All right. I'm looking for something. All right. No sweat. All right. No sweat. No sweat. No sweat. No sweat. All right. Let me put the screws in. For this, I'm just moving these things out the way, guys. I'll tell you this, it's probably, in my opinion, it has a lot to do with your surroundings and the people you grew up around, and or the profession you were in, because it teaches the profession you're in teaches you certain lessons about stuff. So when you hear people talking like that, you're like, nah, that's not right. Something's wrong about this, you know. And it's hard to be in a group of people who talk like that and not say anything, you know. I mean, unless you're trying to sell them something, then you shut up. You shut up. You shut up and let them have their thoughts. Like, oh yeah, you think so? Oh, okay. What do you think, Wayne? You know. I don't really kind of get into that too much, you know. Because now you have an argument. You're trying to make a close, and now you're arguing over politics or something, and you don't want to do that shit. Or, you know, whatever. Let's focus on the close first. We can do all the politics after you make your purchase. Oh man. Okay. So now I already tested the motor. The motor's working fine, guys. But the motor's a simple motor. Sits down right here, just kind of waiting to be activated. Nothing special about it. Okay. All right. Get this boy cleaned up a little bit. Okay, so now the only thing left for me to do with this cord is to, let me put this on there. There's a little flap here that holds your filter down. So you just want to get your, damn it, you get this thing under the flap. Okay. Okay, so now, where am I? Oh, yeah. So let me show you where I am. So about that much. Okay, great. So now I'm gonna put this little cord clamp back on there. Okay, I'm gonna squeeze it down real tight, and then I'm gonna insert it. And there you go. So when I say there's just lost this roughly about 10 inches or so off the cord, is just, yeah, you know. That's okay. That's not a bad thing. Hold on, which position am I in? Sometimes these things are, they put in like, they have a slight oval shape or, you know, something like that. And you just squeeze and just push them in and they'll find a way in. It's just that my hand's a little bit clumsy right now. Give me a second, hold on. No, it is this way. Golly, I had it right the first time. All right, squeeze and push. Let's do it again. Squeeze and push. Come on, guy, get in there already. Sweet. Hold on, wait. Gotta make sure it's all the way in, hold on. I think once I got in. Is it all the way in? Don't look it. There you go. Now it's all the way in. All right. Okay, so we're gonna get this guy to come through here, like so. We're gonna get him to. We need that step, that on and off switch. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. There you go. There you go. Stick your head through there. All right. Stick your head through there, Dot. All right. There you go. Sweet. Sweet. Sweet bye. Sweet bye. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me make sure, see if I could drop this. Is it gonna be perfect? Let me see if it's a perfect. Now this thing here is weird because they have to sit perfectly around the whole. It's like, let me see. Is that it? Nope. Let me see. Is that it? Nope. Come on, buddy. Stop playing around. That's it. That's it. Found it. Found it. Okay. So yeah, you're gonna have to just do a little dance up top here to find the right setting. There's space specific ways apart. Even that, guys, is something, you know, the way they design these things. Like little things that just you think is no big deal, but they serve some purpose. And someone thought it up. And someone profited from it. And these folks think that they're entitled to these people's cash. It's like, oh man, no, dude, don't know. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? No, you're gonna kill enthusiasm to create. If they think that the moment you create, it's not yours, it's somebody else's. You're gonna kill. And then you have a guy on a team, and you tell him that no matter how much points you score, we're only gonna give you 5, just so everybody else can have 5. It's like, dude, people are gonna stop playing that sport with enthusiasm. I'm like, you guys don't think this through. Okay. Anyway, but that was just a little debate I had. I just wanted to share it with you guys. It's like, oh man. Yo, I gotta work on my Spanish, bro. I gotta work on my Spanish, man. I gotta work on my Spanish. I've been saying that for years, and I've been sitting on my ass on it. I gotta work on my Spanish, man. I have enough to like, but not enough to solicit. If I wanted to make a phone call, a cold call, and they get on the phone and start talking to me, I don't have enough to, to start the conversation and lead it, know when to pull back, and I don't have enough to do that. But golly, man, I gotta do it. We got AI and all that stuff going on now, and she was doing it. She used her little translator, and she gave it to me, and my phone is over here, and I'm like, okay, I gotta. So I was trying to go on the computer to see if I can. All right, let me see if I can. But she was quick to it. She was like, okay, so she talked in her phone. That phone caught her everything she said, boy. She wasn't even holding back. She was like, and the phone said, all right. So, but we did business. Make sure this stays. Yep. Okay. Man, how's this thing looking? Look at this thing, man. Look at this bad boy. Shite. Okay, now I think. Let me see if I have it. I better have it, man. Okay, there's a filter in here. So I'm gonna remove the filter that's here, and I'm gonna put this one in. Okay. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Wow. This has not been changed, this filter, in a long time. So, let me just do this. So, if anybody you know is interested in the Filter Queen, the description is in the link is in the description, because this is on eBay right now, and someone can snatch it up. And then what I'll end up doing is the moment it's sold, I have to remove the link, because then it's not going to be there anymore. And okay, so I just kind of wipe this down a little bit. There's really not much going on this thing here. But what is happening is this. So I'm going to remove this little clamp, take out old filter that have all the dust on it, put a brand new filter, brand new players in the air. All right. Okay. Yo, man, you got to be careful. You got to be careful who you let get into the ears of your kids, bro. That is no joke, man. That is no joke, bro. These people would cause a volcano eruption, tornado, tidal wave, hurricane in your environment with a whisper. with a whisper. Once they got the ear of a loved one, sometimes it's right there next to you, in your, you know, cousins, uncles, or whatever, you don't know. Somebody, everyone's always trying to indoctrinate your peeps, rather than teaching them how to process the world. They're telling them what they're supposed to be thinking of the world. Like if I mention to my kids that you got to work hard and you got to learn how to leverage what you have, because not everyone that works hard knows how to leverage what they have. You're gonna have to know how to leverage your talent. You gotta know how to leverage your business relationship opportunities, etc. Because opportunities are in front of everybody. We just may not know how to leverage it. And just like this business, there's a leverage mode to this business that I'm not doing right now. Okay? But for someone else, what I'm doing is leveraging on what they have. And someone else is leveraging beyond me. So that's what you're trying to find. But to tell a person what to think is something else. It's like, this is what you should think about your business. This is what you should, And, that's a whole nother thing, man. And once you're the parent trying to teach your kids values and stuff, and you gotta have some folks can slide some shit in, and all of a sudden you're dealing with an animal. Who think that there should be no rules? Why should they have rules? Shouldn't be no rule. I should be able to do whatever I want to do. Oh my gosh. It's like, nah, dude, sorry. All right, so this goes in first, and then this goes in like this. Okay? And then, like 1, 2, and then like that, right? And then you put this guy. Now, let me see. It's probably best to put this guy right near the spout. This, where you have your high and low switch, right? And you have your cord nozzle switch for the I can't get it out, for the floor nozzle, right? So just set them up right here, okay? And I'm just gonna put this whole. Actually, you know what? Let me put it inside the. I was supposed to write this down. Let me put it inside the dolly, and then I'll close it down properly. Okay. Woo. Lock, and there you go. You got this thing humming. All right. So now, let me just plug it in so we can hear the motor. Do. Nice. Wait a second. Something is a little tight. I gotta fix that. Because it stayed down. You see that? Sorry, it stayed down. See? Come on. Kinda. No, it does shut off. But I thought there was supposed to be a spring action. I thought there was supposed to be a spring action to pop it back up. Let me double check this. If there's not, I would love to create one. Oh, I know what happened. I think I know what happened. It's rubbing against the side. I gotta do this. I gotta adjust something. Give me a second. Let me see something. Something needs adjusting. Hold on. Let me see something. Nope, not this way. Something needs a... Here it is. Here it is. Yes, yeah. I had to figure. I did figure something was off, man. I was like, wait a second. And you know what? And I wasn't afraid that happened in front of you guys. Like, oh man, you're gonna sell us a broken machine? No, I know it wasn't broken. I just figured that something had to be. Something was off. So I had no fear. Okay. Hold on. Okay, now let's see what we have here. All right. Let's do it again. Sweet, sweet boy. You. Oh, is that what happened? Give me a second, guys. Something happened to my stuff. So some of you could have been saying things and I had no idea. Okay, so great. Now the next thing, you're gonna have Monroe vacuums on your little service tag here. Okay. All right. And let me get that. I'm just taking off something. You know what? I think I'll put a new service tag on. Yeah, I'll put a new service tag on. Because this one is like, I don't like this. You know, I don't like the way it looks. So I'll fix that. Okay? Yeah, I'll put a new tag on. Oh, shoot. I still got to wipe this damn thing down a little bit better. I mean, it's not dirty, but, you know. Might as well. Okay. Filter queen. The queen. All right, so you have your parts. Okay. You got one guy here, one guy here, one guy here, and one guy down here. Right? You got your, oh shoot, let me wait. Let me take him up first. Now you have your quarter wrap around here. Okay. Around the side, like so. Okay. All right. Now, I'm not gonna wrap them up completely because we want to test the nozzle eventually. Okay. But I'm gonna set it up like this. Okay, and I'm gonna put this guy down. So he's set. Now, last thing. The nozzle. Okay? So let me take this guy off of here. Normally this is on the floor and you're just pulling up. Oh my God. You know what? Take the hose off. This is just constantly hose comes off, and then I can pull this off. Huh, he's not coming off. You, dude, you gotta come off, bro. Let me put him on the floor. You gotta come off, man. We can't be having this right now. Okay. I gotta find out what's going on. This thing is not coming off. I don't like that. It's gonna be harder to ship. Now, some people don't mind because they're not like, I'm not gonna take it off anyway. But the shipping is gonna be a pain in the ass if I can't separate this right now. Okay. So there's normally only like 2 or 3 screws on this thing, or 4. All right, but there are 2 that controls the plate. Okay, and then the others is like to go further with the brush motor. So this one here and this one here is for the plate, and the plate just comes right off. Okay, and then you want to get the brush change. Let me get the vacuum on this real quick, and then we're gonna change that belt. Oh man, it looked like we may have to go inside to change the belt. Yeah, I may have to go inside to change the belt. That means I'm gonna have to take 1, 2, 3, 4 out, flip it around, put a new belt on. Yeah, I don't like it, but I'll do it. Give me a second. I'm almost done, folks. Okay. Okay. What am I looking for? I'm looking for something. Okay. So now I got this here, and all I need is a filter queen belt. All I need is a filter queen belt. Come on, show yourself. Don't give me a tough time. Don't give me a tough time, man. Which one is this? This is who? Come on, where's filter queen? Show yourself. Show you Auric. Alright. Serena. Serena might work, but I prefer a filter queen belt right now. All right, I'll double back, guys. I'll be right there. I'll double back. I have it somewhere in here. It's just that I don't sell filter queens like every day. So sometimes I put the belt in the back, and now I'm looking for it. All right. Serena should. They're very similar products, so Serena should do the trick. Okay. Serena should do the trick. Let me see. All right, so now let's take this out. But I know I have filter queen belts, so. Oh, it's on the other side. Golly. Okay. Sweet. The belt is on, but it's just that, you want to give it a new coat, You want to give it a new belt. Okay. All right. Give me a second. I'm gonna vacuum this little section right here. It's a little bit of dusty dust. I'm gonna vacuum this out. All right, Star. All right. What's up, Star? Gosh, man, where the hell did I put that thing? Where did it mash me up, man? You don't see I'm doing big work here, Star? You gonna come and mash up my thing, man? Eh? Do a look at something, and then you want to hide from me? All right, let me see. Ooh. Is this it? Oh my God, tell me I found my belt. Oh man, tell me I found my belt. Thank you. You know what my mom would be saying right now? I think this is it though. My mom would be saying, thank you, Jesus. Hey, my mom don't play, man. I was like, listen, I know where my good come from, you know? My mom's serious about that. She's serious about that. All right, I'm coming back, guys. I'm coming back. Yeah, man. You don't play with that, bro. Mom is serious business. All right. Let me take this off. See, the belt is fine, man. The belt wasn't even, look at the belt. The belt is actually a decent, good belt. No break-in, no nothing. I just wanted to put a different, brand new belt on it. That's all. Make sure these line up. Okay, good. What about this one? Fantastic. Good. All right. When you're matching belts, guys, sometimes if you can't find the belt number that you want, all you really have to do, let's say you get a belt, you get a replacement belt, and your old belt looked like this, about this wide, this long, and the new belt fit about this short, like this, you're good. This, or maybe a half an inch less, you're fine, you know, like around here, because just assume that this belt was already stretching like this, so it's a little stretched out. But if you go and you find a belt, okay, then you just have to get a belt about this small, okay, and that'll cover it for you, okay. So, because sometimes we get caught up with the belt numbers. Oh man, I gotta get this belt number, and a lot of these companies, the belts are all the same, okay. Really, the only belt that you're probably gonna have a tough time matching up is like a specific shark belt, okay, that just, you know, nothing you can't match because it's a geared belt, so there's no room. Like these belts here, you have room. Geared belt, there's no room, so you have to have the exact size, or else it's just not gonna work. It's not gonna work, okay? So there's certain vacuums where the belts are just, you could just use, you know, a neighbor belt. You know what I mean? Like Eureka, Bissell, Hoover, basic uprights, those belts are all pretty much the same, you know? Okay? If you got a Kirby and a Royal, the belt, you can use a Royal belt and a Kirby. The Kirby belt is stronger belt to me. Even though some people say, oh, the belt keep popping, but the Kirby belt is a stronger belt, but you could use a Royal belt with a Kirby if you can't find a Kirby belt, or if you have a Royal and you can't find a Royal belt, use a Kirby belt, you know? That's what I mean, okay? So a lot of times the belts are they're just rubber. One rubber over another rubber, and they put some printing on it. And it's nothing negative about it, it's just what it is. It's nothing like, you know, it's not like telling you my competitor is, what's that? Frito-Lay? And what's the other one that you would eat? Lance? And Lance makes Frito-Lay. Now that's a little different. That's like if Kirby made Dysons. And they're talking shit about Dysons, like, man, Dyson ain't the best, man. Kirby's the best. And then you find out that Kirby made Dysons. Nah, that would be like, yeah, you know. But when it comes to belts, one company may make belts for a bunch of vacuum cleaners, okay? And it's just, you know, business. That's all. So I only said all that to say, don't get caught up if you don't have the exact belt number As long as the belt is the exact size, you're fantastic, okay? So what we're gonna do, guys, we're going to turn this thing on, plug in the head, make sure the head is good, and then our show is done. And if somebody wants this filter queen I'm working on, it is in the description. Or tell a friend. At least you know that it's working. At least you know that the person that's working on it is a good person, trustworthy, yes. Okay, I'm just trying to get some stuff that was here. Okay. This is a little carpet fiber I just wanted to get out of here. All right. Where's my toothbrush? Okay, let's get this all toothbrushed. Okay, get this guy a little wiped down. I mean, it's gonna hit the carpet, right, when it gets to your house, but you know. So then cover this up. We're gonna test it. And if anyone have a question on these things, I've been working with someone on a Bissell, man, and let me make sure I say hi back to these cats. Hi, folks. Hi, folks. All right. So, oh, what the hell did I write? I need to, can I edit that? Let me remove that. Let me remove that. Let me do it again. I think I spelled it right now. Okay. Where is Connie? Where's my notes? Okay, where's the guy said? Excellent video. Help me solve my problem ASAP. Okay, great, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Great. What else? Thanks for showing how to troubleshoot. I didn't notice that the motor sound changed. My 9-year-old purple corded rocket stick may be sad. I found the 2 filters you showed, and historically been keeping those clean and dry. Yes. When the sound changed, I discovered the 3rd filter, the smallest one. It should be in the back of the shark, which I did rinse and ringed out and everything. It wasn't super dry when I put it back on though. Okay, so we do not have people with long hair, right? We do, and cats and all that stuff. So keep that in mind. A little bundle somewhere, all right? But that change in the motor pitch, it started making me nervous. Okay, so look, that motor, most likely, if you put, no, that's an exhaust. That's an exhaust area. If the filter was a little damp and you put it in the exhaust, you shouldn't be too concerned. If you put it in the pre-motor filter area, yes, because the motor is sucking it in. The motor is sucking in the moisture, so it may rust. Okay, but if it's in the exhaust, if it's pushing it out, then you're fine because the air is just pushing it out. So that's no problem. Okay, and what else? You might, yeah. Honestly, that motor might be the problem. If your motor is grinding, this is your test. Take your wand off. Take the dirt cup off. Take the filter cover off. Because if I'm not mistaken, that shark is a plug-in, right? So yeah, take all of that stuff off and let the machine run with just the motor running. Nothing is lagging on it. It's not trying to pull through you know, maybe a clog. It's none of that stuff, and then see how it sounds. Now, if the motor still sound crappy, then it's the motor. Okay, and then it's possible you may need to change that motor, because a lot of those motors, they're not really designed for you to be fixing, you know, the mini shark motors and all that stuff. You just buy a new motor, or maybe you buy a used one online or something. But that's what I would recommend, okay? All right, so here we go. Let's plug it in and see what it sounds like. We already know what the motor sounds like. Let's see what the brush sounds like, okay? My whole table is dirty right now, so I'm just like, man. Oh yeah, this damn thing, I didn't get it off. Golly, man, I feel like I'm lost right now. I'm trying to clean this off, and I don't have a vacuum up front here that I want to dirty. Customer vacuum, all those are new vacuums up front. Nothing I want to dirty right now, except if I go to the back, and I can't take this table to the back. So what do? I get a broom. Okay, I get a broom. I'm gonna get a tiny little broom, and I'm gonna brush this stuff off. Okay, then I'll deal with that. I'll deal with the dirt later. All right, let's find out what's happening, man. Why is this thing not opening? And then I'm gonna wrap up the show. Let me see something. Now this little cover, right? All it is pushing down on. Yeah, it's pushing down. It's pushing down. You know what it is? The thing is just. It's just been on this. Probably never came off. All right, let me do this. So all I'm doing, guys, is I'm moving this little lip out the way, this little rubber lip, and I'm just sticking my screwdriver in there to push down, because I thought maybe it wasn't working, but it is working. And then I'm gonna tap this screwdriver to push this off. Hopefully that works, okay? So just bear with me while I do this. Let's do it again. Let me try it again. So it's just it's just stuck. It's not like it's. Yeah, there you go. See, I knew it. Knew it. All right, so I'm gonna get a sandpaper and just kind of sand inside here, and I'm gonna sand over here, so it can come off a lot smoother, okay? Hopefully I don't have to look long, and I can just find the sandpaper and come right back. Sandpaper! Where's the sand? All right, I can't find the sandpaper. So, what do you do when you can't find sandpaper? Can you find a Dremel? Yes, I can find a Dremel. Okay, great. I'm gonna use a Dremel. Okay, with a little brushy thing at the top. So I'm gonna take this one off. I'm gonna put this one on. See that? So now the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick this in here, and I'm just gonna go around like that to kind of clean it out. Sweet. Give me a second. Nice. Okay, next up. Now, I'm not going to do this one too hard, because you don't want the plastic. This is plastic. You don't want the plastic to melt. So I'm just going to lightly go around in a circle. And then I'm going to clean it. Okay. Clean it, Ross, clean it. All right, so now we're going to test it again. go in and come out. Ah, ha, ha. Ah! That's what we do. That is what we do here. Solve problems, baby. That's it. Damn it. All right. Positive. Now, the next step. All right, next step. Let's set this up. Plug this in. Okay. Get our hose. Okay. Okay. This goes in like so. Now this part of the hose, you're gonna latch on and then plug it into that little port in the front. Okay. So we're gonna latch it on. Okay. There's an arrow up top, and I'll get it up so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm plugging it in. All right, so now I'm gonna turn it on, and we're going to watch the brush spin. Okay, and I'm gonna turn on the brush. Turn it off. Turn it on. Turn it off. And there you go. Nice. And it's not even that loud, man. It's very quiet compared to other vacuums. And this is the port I was telling you about where you plug the little cord in. All right, and that's it. And that's it. That's it. I put a little bit of that on there. Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo. Sweet. Somebody's gonna walk away with a winner here. I don't know who wants it, but they will get it, and it's gonna be nice. And that's it. So guys, thanks for hanging out with me while I do my prep for this thing to go on sale. I don't sell these on my website because the website really is for the new vacuums, the Simplicities and stuff like that, the Clean Max vacuums, Cirrus vacuums. Those are on my website. Bags, belts, supplies, you know, etc. But on eBay and stuff, I'll sell a couple of things here and there, and sometimes I get my hands on some really nice stuff, and I just put them on eBay for that stuff like that. Just kind of keep it moving. And this is one of them. But I'm literally giving this one away because it's coming fully equipped with everything, and some filters. And I just finished making sure that everything is running the way it did, and it's supposed to. Oh, one more turn. Okay. And voila. Yeah. Oh, where's my other sign? Can I find it? Let me see if I can find my sign. I'll put it up. I'll put it on right now. Monroe Vacs, where are you? I'm just gonna cover it over the other one. I'm gonna cover it over the other one. Okay. Sweet. It says authorized Kirby Center, but we're fine. Guys, thanks for hanging out. Whoever came through, whoever gave me a like, thank you for that. For the folks that are just hanging out and watching, thank you for that. And until next time, if you have a question, reach me. You can reach me on my website. You can leave a comment. I do my best to get back to everyone. Now, I did find out there are a lot of comments that I don't get to see. I think the studio app that I use for YouTube, it only prioritizes certain comments. So, man, I have to kind of sometimes go through individual videos to see if someone wrote something because I don't get to see everything. So I'm going to I'm gonna do that. So if you guys have a question, you can use my email. It's in the contact page, or you can use the comment section, or you can go to my website monroevacuums.com and use the contact page there and send me a question there. All right, folks. Yeah, these new glasses are not bad. They're fine. I'm still kind of used to the other ones, but they're fine. I'll see you guys later. Bye.